Welcome to the Friday night edition of End the Simpademic. This is Jason coming at you here. Here's a question for you folks that I would like to actually try to address, and that is very simply, why do I do this channel at all? I've just got a handful of followers at this point. I don't have a big audience. I don't really have much of an audience at all at this point. So why am I doing this? Why am I filming this content every single day? And here's what it comes down to. End the Simpademic is a phrase that I got from Levi Nix, who is a very prominent man's channel content creator. It was his line first, and I basically just stole it for the channel. He's responded to me before on Twitter X, and he has basically cheered my usage of that particular phrase. And so I will leave that part at that. But as far as why I do this, as far as I can tell online, we have a lot of manosphere channels out there. A lot of them have addressed the subject of simping, but not a whole lot of them are fully. In fact, I haven't seen any yet that are fully dedicated to this particular issue between men and women. And so that is why I started this channel, and I'm trying to create a movement here in order to help stop this honestly putrid behavior by men, and trying to get people to, as my logo says, keep their dignity. This is an important thing for me, and I don't care how big or small my audience is. I'm interested in helping men regain their dignity and stop putting these women on pedestals, stop chasing OnlyFans models, stop throwing money away, just donating it to them for no reason, doing all this stuff for no return, and also just to realize that these are acts of men who don't have any self-esteem, don't have any self-confidence, and don't feel like they have any self-worth. And that is the reason why I do what I do. And if I can help save one man from throwing himself down this tragic path, then this channel will have been worth it. For that reason only. One man repents from simping after women, I would actually consider this channel a massive success. If I do find out that eventually it stopped one man from going down this route. These are men who have no confidence in their own abilities, and I believe that men who simp after women are the types that just... Let me explain where I'm coming from personally as a 52-year-old divorcee who has simply decided that fate is going to be what it is. This is not one of those things that you can force. You can't force love, and as the Beatles said, you can't buy it. And you can't force this is something you can't force a woman to like you, and if they don't, no amount of groveling, begging, excessive complimenting, sending DMs, no amount of throwing cash at them is going to change their mind. That is the whole point of this. You can do all that you want. If a woman does not like you, she does not like you. That's all there is to it. If there's no interest there, there's no interest there. If you're in the friend zone, it's for a reason, and it's almost impossible to get out of it. So don't do all this stuff for women to get nothing back. Some of them will take advantage of you and will communicate with you, but it's only to use what you're giving to them. And these women become users. That's not all of them, but that's some of them. And so I will just leave it at that. That is why this channel exists, is because I have a very strong and deep-rooted conviction on the issue of men simping for women, and that it really needs to stop. Because I think this is feeding into a lot of the problems that we have with dating these days. I, as a 52-year-old divorcee, again, am leaving this particular part of my life up to either God, which is my view on it, or it could just you could just consider it, chalk it up to fate or karma. I have a good number of female friends. I root for them to succeed in their relationships. I want them to be happy with the men that they have. I'm not going to be anybody's on deck dude. I refuse to do it. So I root for them, for these women to succeed. And someday God or karma may just come back for me. So anyway, that's why this channel exists. And in short, I just explained why the Simpademic has to be stopped. It has to be stopped cold. If we can put a stop to this, then I believe the whole dating world will improve dramatically as a result. We will have women who are not taking advantage of simps. We will have simps not degrading themselves and ruining their self-worth and ruining their dignity to try to have control over something that we honestly don't. So that is it. Short end, why the Simpademic and the Simpademic exists. I just explained it to you in short. I will leave it at that. See you all tomorrow.